Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel. Here we are with episode 3 of our historic rebuild with the Miami Dolphins. Gonna go ahead and jump right into the lineup. This is a refresher where we're at. So we see here at quarterback we got Aaron Rodgers, running back we got Ricky Williams, wide receiver we got Larry Fitzgerald, Wes Welker, and Nate Washington. On the offensive line we got Logan Makins, Evan Mathis, Dan Coppin, David Deal, and Shane Olivier, and Randy McMichael in at tight end. Offense, honestly, looking pretty good. Tight end is a position we need to look at. Wide receiver, could use a solid number 2 wide receiver as well. Yeah, overall, team's looking pretty good. If you want to see how we did Aaron Rodgers' first season, click the link below in the description, or click up on the corner here. Card should pop up in one of the corners. That has the link to the second episode if you want to see that. This will be Aaron Rodgers' second year with the team. Defensively, we got Vince Wilfork at D tackle, Jared Allen and Jason Taylor on the edge, with Cameron Wake and Trent Cole as backups. Cornerback, we got Patrick Surtain, Sam Madison, and Asamoah still. In the secondary on our cornerbacks, we got John Lynch at free safety, Kerry Rhodes at strong safety. And then at linebacker, we got Wilson here and Zach Thomas. Zach Thomas is regressing. He is 33 years old now, been in the league for 10 years. You got Lorenzo Alexander here on the outside as well as DeMarcus Ware. So really good depth, some really good guys here on linebacking crew. Definitely gonna have to look at getting some depth, and definitely gonna have to get a replacement for Zach Thomas here soon. But overall, we have a pretty solid team, and you can see that in the second episode of how we did. We did not make it to the Super Bowl, but we had a pretty good year. We are at the point where I have to do some renegotiating for contracts, so I'm going to take a look at those and see who we could potentially get. I mean, we got Jason Taylor here, who would be great to bring back just for nostalgia purposes for sure. He does want a lot of money. As you look here, what he's asking for, his cap hit right now is $16.5 million. For the first year, and he wants a 3-year contract. So that would really be a hindrance to us. Same thing, we got Sam Madison who wants a contract. He wants $13.9 million for 1 year. It may not be worth bringing him back just because while we have the cap space, we got almost $86 million cap. Those are 2 big contracts, and there's going to be the potential of other guys in free agency. And we have other guys that are going to need contracts at some point that we are going to want to keep around because they're younger. Outside of that, I'm not really seeing anybody worth bringing back. So I'm definitely going to just simulate ahead and see what's in free agency, and we'll determine there if we try to bring back Jason Taylor or Sam Madison. So taking a look at the free agents, Jason Taylor is the best free agent available. Beyond that, you got Warren Sapp, who we do not need. He's 33 years old. He's going to want way too much money. You got Kevin Maway. You got Lito Shepherd. Lito Shepherd might be worth grabbing. He's only 25 years old. And he'll jump in right away and be able to play for us and keep either Surtain or Asamoah in the slot. That might be, just want to go through really quick. That will probably be the only person we offer anything to. Javon Walker's here. But he's not the guy I want as my number 2 guy. No. Thought about Josh Reed for a second there. So, yeah, looking at this, I'm very much thinking I'm just going to go with offering Lito Shepherd a contract. Because compared to everyone else, he wants a lower contract. It's for 4 years. And he would be a good addition for us. Going to bump it up just a little bit. Still ends up being cheaper than what Sam Madison wanted. And there should be good potential we get him. Interestingly enough, I mean, Sam Madison, yeah, he wanted a $13.9 million contract for 1 year. Lito Shepherd will be able to get cheaper than that for this year while it is a longer contract, but he'll be able to stick around and help us for a little while longer, while Sam Madison is not going to be that guy. Beyond that, really quick, we do want to take a look where we're at for trading. So when you look at the draft picks that we have for this year, we have pick 5 and pick 27. Not that bad. We were able to trade back last year and get a first-round pick from the Falcons this year. So that gave us that number 5 pick because number 27 is our pick. I do believe, yes, that was the Falcons. But we are at that point where looking at, I can't look at the draft class right now, but I know that Vernon Davis is in this one. He's definitely a person I want to get. I don't know if he'll make it to pick 5. If he does, I will for sure take him. But there are a couple other good guys in this draft. So I definitely need to consider getting one of them. So let's take a look, see what other draft picks are out there, what rounds, see what people need, see if maybe we can get another pick in the top 5. I think we have to stay at pick 5 and hope for the best. I don't think I'll get Vernon Davis, but I'll just grab someone else then. Gonna go ahead and advance to the next week. We did get Lito Shepherd, so that is a good move for us. Jason Taylor did sign. He signed with the Chiefs, so that's interesting. Warren Sapp with the Buccaneers. Sam Madison goes to the Lions. So let's take a look, because I do need a backup quarterback now. Let's see who's available. I could take Rich Gannon, even though he's old, just as a backup, because he doesn't want that much money. Running back, it would be nice to have someone behind Ricky Williams. I'll go for Warwick Dunn. Again, doesn't want too much money. Ryan Tucker, I'll offer him a contract. It's not too hateful. Definitely have to move one of my right ends to left end. Surprisingly, no one has offered Aaron Glenn anything. I will offer him a contract that's going to be way lower than what he wants. But for 1 year, I'll offer him that. That's it for offers I'm going to do in free agency. So let's advance and see if anyone signs. We got Glenn and Warwick done, so that's nice. Asamoah has his 5th year option. Definitely want to keep him around, even though they don't. The assistant coach does not think so. See if the guys I was negotiating with, if they got other offers. They have not, so hopefully I'll get one of them. Alright, so we're going to advance another week, see if either of these guys sign. Alright, both of them signed, so that's good. Let's Rich Gannon in as our backup. Warwick Dunn as the backup there. And on defense... Wait, nope, it was an offensive lineman. And then Tucker is our backup right tackle. So we got 3 backup offensive linemen, so I feel pretty good with that. All right, I'm gonna advance to the draft. And we will pause the draft. We have pick 5. Let's go through the draft board really quick. I mean, if I don't get Vernon Davis, who is my top pick for sure, Reggie Bush would be number 2 because Ricky Williams won't be around much longer. Dante Whitner would be a good person to grab, so I wouldn't have gotta. Chad Greenway would be a good pick. And there's a lot of guys in here that would be a good pick. Just going to add them all to my draft board. So that way I don't have to go through this whole long list again to find them. Alright, we're going to go through the quarterbacks. Definitely don't care about any of these quarterbacks. Beyond Reggie Bush, Maurice Jones-Drew would be worth grabbing. Wide receiver wise, yeah, after Greg Jennings, there is Brandon Marshall. Brandon Marshall would be worth grabbing. He would be a solid number 2 for us. After Vernon Davis, you do have Mercedes Lewis, but he's going to have some development time. There's not anyone else that could just jump in and start right away. Andrew Whitworth would be a good person to look for value. Beyond Deuce, not really anyone else. Nick Mangold would be a great center to grab. Davin Joseph would be a good person, so would Jari Evans. Right tackle, just some decent right tackles. Left end, not a lot of guys there. Right end, though, you do have Mario Williams and Tamba Hali. And Elvis Dumerville. And Daryl Tapp. Defensive tackle, after Nagata, you got Pico, Kyle Williams. Left outside linebacker, you have AJ Hawk. He's someone to look at and see if he's still there in the second round. After D'Amico Ryans, you don't really have anybody else that's a big standout. No one at right outside linebacker. Cornerback, you have Cromartie. Don't see anyone else. Free safety, you got Jason Allen. And Daniel Manning's pretty good too. And so is Antoine Bethea. Strong safety, you got Dante Whitner, Roman Harper. Dewan Landry would be a good pick later on. So, I do want to look at kicker, because I know, yep, Steven Gostkowski's in this draft class, so I will potentially try to get him. Alright, let's see who's available at my pick. First pick is Mario Williams. So and I think Mario did go to the Texans, so I think that stays within history. Steelers take DeBrickashaw Ferguson. So far, so good for us. AJ Hawk goes to the Chargers, so instead of with the Packers, with the Chargers. So I'm guaranteed to either get Reggie Bush or Vernon Davis. I think the Lions will take Vernon Davis because they do have a need at tight end. And I was correct. They did take Vernon Davis. So before I do my pick, let's see what I'm being offered. Definitely don't care about what the Vikings are offering me or the Titans. Ravens are saying, hey, trade to the end of the whole round and we'll give you a 3rd and 7th this draft. No, thank you. Same thing with the 49ers. So I don't think there's anyone worth trading with. So I do think Reggie Bush will be the pick here. He is actually a mid-first rounder, so that would be a reach for us. I mean, beyond that, Nagata would be the next best pick, I think. Or Chad Greenway. But I really do need to look at replacing Ricky Williams sooner rather than later. So I definitely think Reggie Bush is the pick here, even though there are definitely some better people here. I'm going a little bit more need over best player available at this point. And I'm okay with that. So Reggie Bush, he's ranked number 18 in the class, took him at 5, so definitely a reach. But he will jump in right away and be playing for us as a backup this year, but will definitely be the person who takes over for Ricky Williams. Dante Whitner goes to the Jets. Cardinals take Michael Huff. Eagles take Nagata, who looks like he's the best player in the draft class. Jaguars take Ernie Sims. The Rams take Cameron Wembley. The Cowboys take Jason Allen. Chiefs take Chad Greenway. The Patriots take Broderick Bunkley. The Saints take Tamba Hali. Broncos take Antonio Cromartie. The Bills take Davin Joseph. Great pick for them. Vikings take Jonathan Joseph. Seahawks take Ty Hill. The Browns take Mercedes Lewis. Panthers take Santonio Holmes. The Bengals take John McCargo. Raiders take Manny Lawson. Matthias Kwanaka goes to the Packers. So instead of getting AJ Hawk, they get Matthias. Redskins take... Oh, shouldn't... The Washington team takes Nick Mangold. Yes, they are still the Redskins at this point, but want to stay sensitive to what's going on in the league currently. Buccaneers take D'Amico Ryans. And then the Titans, before our pick, take DeQuell Jackson. So, looking at draft trades, no one is offering me their first rounder next year. So, Withu is still available on our draft board. Best person to potentially take, honestly, I might take Brandon Marshall. I need that number 2 wide receiver. Ranked number 24 in the class, took him at 27. Alright, gonna advance to our next pick and see who is available from our draft board. Got some good guys here. I am going to take Kyle Williams. Hidden development, ranked 19, took him at 59. I will take that all day. Go to the 3rd round. Who do we get in the 3rd round? Ooh. Doomerville is still available. I have a lot of defensive ends. I don't need him. Oh, this is tough. Antoine Bethea is definitely the best value. I just know Doomerville's gonna have good is gonna be really good. But Antoine Bethea is really gonna help our team too. So I'm gonna take Antoine Bethea. He's ranked 44 in the class, took him at 91. I don't think Doomerville will be there at my next pick. So I definitely will want to see what he was. Alright, he's not there. I'm gonna take DeJuan Landry here, getting 2 new safeties for the team. Ranked number 114, took him at 123. Alright, if he's still there, the only person left on our draft board is Goskowski. I am going to take him here. Ranked number 5 in the class, took him at 155. He's got such a great overall, but he's a kicker, so he didn't get taken any earlier. Alright, 6th round pick. Don't anyone else left on my draft board, but from everyone that AI scouted, let's see who's still available. Nobody I want. So at this point, I'm going to look at trading away. Because tight end wise, there's nobody I want. Yeah, I'm pretty set everywhere else. So we're going to look at trading away. Getting offered a 5th round pick from the Vikings. Or the Buccaneers. We'll take the Vikings 5th round pick. And I'm getting offered, a couple people offer me their 6th rounders for next year. We will take, yeah, no, Denver's 6th round pick. Alright. That is the end of the draft. Looking at the draft recap. Not the best class we've had so far, but still good. Getting Kyle Williams when we did was a great value. And we got guys who are going to help with the team. I mean, yeah, comparison to everyone else in the draft, I definitely missed out on some guys. Nagata, for sure. Jari Evans, for sure. Really good. Andrew Whitworth was really good value. Could have taken one of those guys. Let's look and see who else we got. Donald Penn actually would have been a really good pick. Could have taken him or way at one of the other rounds. Same thing, Montel Owens. He's fullback, would have still been good. Do you want to see where Doomerville is? Maurice Jones-Drew was a 71 overall. Went to the Patriots, actually. Doomerville, he would have been a 70 overall. Ah, man, he went in the 3rd round just at the very end of it. Might have been the person I should have taken. I mean, when you look at his stats, we're going to look at his trait. He was superstar trait. But like I said, I already have other defensive ends, so I didn't really need him. It would have been a luxury pick. So, sorry if you disagree with me, but I'm the one that's drafting. Looking at the lineup now after the draft. Generate that best lineup for me. Yeah, you got Reggie Bush right behind Ricky Williams. Like, yeah, we did sign Warwick Dunn in free agency, but it does give me 3 solid backs to use now. Brandon Marshall will jump up to number 2 because Wes Welker will be playing the slot. Primarily, he'll be the slot guy now. Did not get that tight end we needed, sadly. So that leaves us pretty rough because Michael's our only tight end. So that's something I might have to look at trading for. Defensively, you got Landry behind Rhodes. You got Antoine Bethea behind John Lynch. Did not address our middle linebacker yet. I think that will happen in the next draft for sure. But other than that, we are looking pretty solid. On special teams, we do need to figure out what to do with kicker because we have Janikowski already, but now we have Gostkowski. Janikowski is... I've never seen anyone want to trade for a kicker in Madden, but I'm going to try it. So we're going to advance preseason. Going to try to do some trades, see what happens. So yeah, I took a look and nobody wants to trade for a kicker. So going to have to just drop Janikowski. I'm going to get a little bit of a penalty here. And someone will be happy because they're going to get to snag him up. I just now noticed I had another kicker on the team. I don't know why I had 2 kickers already. So definitely take care of that. I couldn't find a tight end to trade for. Anybody I wanted, no one wanted to trade him away. So I'm gonna have to just sign some people that aren't very good just to have some depth. I'm only gonna sign one guy though. So we're going to go with Sean McHugh just because why not? Alright, I'm going to go through the rest of my normal preseason stuff, get to the last week and cut some people, but I will see you guys at the regular season. So we're into the regular season now, and I did want to show you guys, I did move the defense to a 4-3, just with the fact we have Kyle Williams and Vince Wilfork. And we only have 2 middle linebackers, so it just seemed to make sense for this season to switch to a 4-3. Playbook-wise, we're still using a 3-4. This is just more for XP-wise, so Kyle Williams will get more XP, being the fact that we're showing a scheme of 4-3. Beyond that, though, we are now in the regular season. Just look at the trade block really quick. Wow, Phillip Rivers is on the trade block with the Chargers, so... That's huge. They apparently don't like him, want to get rid of him already. Running back wise, you got Jamal Lewis. I mean, we don't need anybody there. At wide receiver, it'd be worth potentially grabbing someone if there's someone. Tight end for sure, but nobody's offering a tight end that I want. So not going to bother. Robert Mathis is available for right end, which I don't need a right end. It's not going to give up anything for him. Right outside linebacker, no one I'm interested in. Middle linebacker, no one there either. No one at free safety, no one at strong safety that I want. So, gonna keep the team as is. I'm gonna get the week 3 to bring in the draft class of the 2007 draft class, which is an outstanding draft class, and you will see that in a moment. Alright, so here we are with the 2007 draft class, and like I said, it's an outstanding draft class. Right off the bat, you got Calvin Johnson Jr. in this draft class. Definitely someone we want to bring in. Don't care that I got other wide receivers. If we can get him, that would be great. Joe Thomas is in this draft class, an amazing left tackle to bring in. Levi Brown's in here, another tackle that'd be great to bring in. Adrian Peterson's in this draft class. Even though we just took Reggie Bush, totally would take Adrian Peterson and trade away the other guys. No doubt about it. Patrick Willis is in this draft class. Great middle linebacker to add. Marshawn Lynch is in here. Darrelle Revis is in this draft class. Lawrence Timmons is in this draft class. this is the draft class where I will probably trade away a lot of people to get multiple first-round picks because I will replace them right off the bat and with these first-rounders because I will trade to get the first, second, third, fourth, fifth, sixth draft picks because I want these guys on this team. I know it's not realistic, but this isn't a realistic rebuild. This is if I were the Miami Dolphins and I had other GMs that were willing to trade me their first-round picks, for some of the guys on my team, I would totally do it. Like, there are so many good people in this draft class. You have no idea. Tight end-wise, even though Vernon Davis has been great to have, you have Greg Olsen here would be a great addition. You have so many good guys in this draft class that will totally just make our team dynamic. So, I'm going to move the scouting to auto. And I'm going to see you guys at the mid-season. We're right now 1-1. Got to go to the mid-season, see if there's anybody I want to re-sign for that's wanting a new contract. All right, at the mid-season break, we are 4-2-1. Looks like we just lost to the Patriots 45-7. Not a good game there. Upgrade really quick. Apparently, Fitzgerald's frustrated. Let's see who's wanting a new contract. We got Patrick Surtain. Would love to bring him back. But he wants $16 million for a one-year contract. And especially if I make trades for a lot of first-round picks, I'm going to need that cap space. Al Wilson wants a new contract. He's 29 now. That's a big cap hit. David Deal we're for sure bringing back. 5-year contract sounds great to me. And he does re-sign. Aaron Glenn, I'm not worried about him. Dan Coppin, also would like to bring him back. He's 26. I'll up the contract to 4 years. And he does come back. Not worried about John Lynch. Not worried about Ryan Tucker. The rest of these people, not worried about bringing back. I'm going to wait to the offseason on Al Wilson and Patrick Surtain. Let's see how they do in the regular season. So, brought back a 1-2 here. We're getting ready to face the 6-2 Bills. Hopefully we'll win that game. I will see you guys at the playoffs. If we don't make it, Alright, here we are at the playoffs. We did make them as a wild card team. We ended up going 9-6-1, so we got 5 more wins. Not bad. Not as good as last season. Looks like we got into the playoffs because we beat the Chargers. Here's the crazy thing I'll say. The Denver Broncos had 3 ties. 3! This shows how stupid Madden simulation is. And hashtag fix Madden franchise. No time in the NFL does a team have 3 ties in a season. Ugh. And the thing that's why it's frustrating is because ties screw up standings so much. Like, the Patriots had a tie. The Rams had a tie. The Bears had a tie. The Giants had 2 ties. The Eagles had a tie. The Broncos had 3 ties. I had a tie. The Vikings had 3 ties. The Cardinals had a tie. The Panthers had a tie. The Lions had a tie. The Washington team had 2 ties. It's just, that does not happen in a normal NFL season. And because of the ties, the Patriots still would have the best record. We're starting to see the Patriots actually being the Patriots now. But you have the Rams, who went 11-4-1, who went over the Saints just because of that tie. You have the Giants, who won their division, if those 2 ties would become losses, and that one of the other teams would have. We made it as a wild card because of our tie. If we would have gone 9-7, we might not have made it. So yeah, it worked in our advantage, but still, it doesn't make any sense. I really get frustrated with that, if you can't tell. Let's take a look at our stats, though. Offensively, we had the second best NFL and the second best offense in the NFL. Our defense went down significantly, though, which is very odd. We had the 3rd most points scored, and we had the 32nd. We were the last in points allowed. So we're going to have to take a look at our defense here. Aaron Rodgers, a great second year. Over 4,500 yards, 33 touchdowns, 12 interceptions. He was only sacked 32 times. Rushing wise, Ricky Williams got 913 yards, two TDs. Reggie Bush had 118 yards. I must not have done the switch on the depth chart to where Reggie Bush should have been playing more. That's my bad. Receiving wise, Fitzgerald and Wes Welker both got over 1,000 yards. 10 TDs for Fitzgerald, 9 for Welker. Brandon Marshall, good rookie year, over 700 yards, 3 touchdowns. Ricky Williams got involved a lot. Blocking wise, Logan Mankins struggled a little bit, but still very good year for the offensive line. Defensively, wow, we have 4 players that get triple digits on tackles. Al Wilson, Patrick Surtain, Zach Thomas, and Lito Shepard. And yet, our team really struggled with letting people score. Tackles for loss, we had 5 guys with double digits. Jared Allen, DeMarcus Ware, Vince Wilfork, Cameron Wake, and Kyle Williams. Sacks, both Jared Allen and DeMarcus Ware had 14 sacks this season. Vince Wilfork coming up with 7.5. Wilson having some good sacks. Cameron Wake getting involved. Kyle Williams getting involved. We had a lot of sacks. Interceptions, 3 for Aaron Glenn. It's a great signing for us out of free agency just as a 1-year rental. Al Wilson had a contract year. Trying to say, hey, re-sign me. We'll see. Kerry Rose with an interception. All these other guys had 1 interception apiece, including Asamoah. Asamoah, though, only allowed 7 catches. But it looks like he didn't get to play as much as he normally would because of the fact I brought in Glenn. So, yeah, he only had 442 downs played compared to these guys who were over 1,000. So, my bad there. Ooh, Gostkowski had a rough rookie year. Ugh, 3 field goals blocked, 8 for 14. That is not the Gostkowski I know. Looking at the yearly awards, Peyton Manning gets the MVP. Aaron Rodgers is number 3 on the list. Tom Brady does make the list, though. Bill Belichick is the coach of the year, of course. On the AFC Offensive Player of the Year, you got Peyton Manning. Aaron Rodgers is number 3. Defensive Player of the Year, you got Justin Smith. DeMarcus Ware's right behind him. Al Wilson and Jared Allen make the list. Offensive Rookie of the Year goes to Vince Young. Maurice Jones-Drew is number 2. Brandon Marshall is on the list, though. Defensive Rookie of the Year goes to Dante Whitner. Kyle Williams at the end of the list. Best quarterback goes to Chad Pennington. Chad freaking Pennington. Oh, man. Aaron Rodgers is number 4 on the list. Best running back goes to LaDainian Tomlinson. Ricky Williams does make the list this year. Best wide receiver goes to Deion Branch, Larry Fitzgerald, and Wes Welker on the list. Jonathan Ogden, the best offensive lineman. David Deal and Logan Mankins at the end. Best defensive lineman goes to Justin Smith and Jason Taylor. Jared Allen does make the list. Best linebacker goes to DeMarcus Ware. Al Wilson does make the list, though. And best defensive back goes to Deltha O'Neal, but Aaron Glenn does make the list. Really quick before we do anything with the wild card week, I do need to go in here, go to the specialist category, and we do need to bring Reggie Bush up. He is going to get the 3rd down backs plays to give him some more time. Offensively, though, it looks like, yep, Brandon Marshall is a superstar development, so that is great for us. Don't know about Reggie Bush since he hasn't played a lot, unfortunately. On defense, Kyle Williams is superstar development, so that's fantastic. Dwan Landry was just star. Don't know about Antoine Bethea yet, so he did not get involved a lot this season, it looks like. All right. So we're going to jump in here and see what happens in this wild card game. We are ranked 82 while they're ranked 73, so we should win this, but we all know how Madden simulation works. Overalls mean nothing. All right, here we are. Need to stop. Ooh, Denver scores 7. Scores first, 7-0. We are in the red zone. We tie it up. It is 7-7. Our defense does hold. And we score. It's now 14-7. We are back in the red zone, 21-7. Scoring again, 28-7. Looks like going into the fourth quarter, the Broncos scored. It's 28-14. Broncos score again, 28-21. We have the ball here. Ooh, 22 seconds left. Denver has the ball. We are going to jump in here. Oh, I was going to jump in. I hit the wrong button. But it's okay. We ended up winning 28-21. Brian Greasy. Or Brian Grease. I don't remember how to say his name. We have pretty similar stats here, actually. Very similar. That's very odd. Rushing-wise, Reggie Bush did get involved this time, getting a TD. Receiving-wise, you got Larry Fitzgerald and Wes Welker and Ryan Tucker. Ryan Tucker, our tackle, apparently getting a touchdown. Defensively, Jared Allen, Vince Wilfork, and DeMarcus Ware all getting sacks, and Al Wilson getting an interception. All right, so beating the Broncos in the wild card round. Let's see who we're facing in the divisional round. Ooh, we are facing the Patriots. This is huge. We are going to just jump right into this game. Again, we are ranked 80. We have an 83 overall team. They have a 73 overall team. And yet, this game is going to be very difficult. Right, Patriots go ahead right off the bat, 7-0. We tied up at 7-7. Patriots score with a field goal. Oh, they score again. It's 17-7. We are not doing well. Our defense is not holding up. I am jumping in here because we have to get a score to swing some momentum here. 2-minute drill. So, like I said, this was not going to be easy. Patriots are not as good at us overall, and yet they are destroying us. Aaron Rodgers' stats are horrible. And this is why people get frustrated with Madden. Especially people who simulate, because you could make the best team on paper, and yet you get demolished by a team whose overall is 10 less than yours. And there's a sack.
You see me? You see me? They can't stop me out here.
We are not chewing the clock. There's still over a minute left in the game. We gotta go for it. Well, left in the half.
Here we go. 10-2 stop.
Let's go.
Now.
Come on now.
Oh, we just threw a pick. Oh, we threw a pick. Gosh.
Here we go.
And they scored. It's 31-7. We do score. It's 15-31. We're down significantly. We threw another interception. We kick a field goal, 31-18. We throw another pick, 34-18. And we lose 34-18. Let's look at the stats. Aaron Rodgers with 3 interceptions. Tom Brady with pretty much an almost perfect game. Both Ricky Williams and Reggie Bush got involved. Tom Brady ran one in. Chris Perry ran one in. Randy McMichael got a touchdown. Only 1 sack the whole game. So yeah, we lost. Like I said, I knew it was going to be difficult. And it's frustrating because our overall is way better than theirs. And yet, they decimated us. Alright, we're going to send to the Super Bowl. These are some of the times that I really question why I play Madden, because it gets frustrating. but I do enjoy it. Wow, now this is interesting. Rams, Patriots, Super Bowl. This is actually a matchup that happened in real life. And this is where one of the first Super Bowls the Patriots won. And a lot of people questioned if they cheated as time progressed. Gonna spend some Coach XP here. We're going to advance, see who wins the Super Bowl, and the Patriots win the Super Bowl 38-16. So here we go. Some real-life things coming into the Madden rebuild here, where the Patriots now have won their first Super Bowl. Let's look at our lineup. All right, so Reggie Bush was a superstar development, so that is fantastic for us. Brandon Marshall, of course, we showed was superstar earlier. It looks like Rich Gannon officially has retired. Defensively, of course, Patrick Surtain on a contract year progresses to superstar X Factor when he starts regressing. Jared Allen, superstar X Factor. Oh, Jared Allen progressed to superstar X Factor. So that is awesome as well. Zach Thomas has regressed to 70 overall. So Antoine Bethea is a superstar development. John Lynch progressed to superstar X Factor, but he has started regressing significantly. So definitely the opportunity here. Like I said, I'm going to be trading some people away to do the draft. People who want to renegotiate, like I said, we got Patrick Surtain, wants a buttload of money, starting to regress. I'm going to have to let him go. Al Wilson's starting to regress. I'm letting him go. John Lynch, same thing. Got to let all these guys go. So let's go to the next week. And I'm going to try to do some trades to get some first-round picks. All right, first trade we have. I went to go get the #1 overall pick. It was with the Washington team. Traded them Ricky Williams, Justin Smiley, and a 5th-round pick in the next year's draft to get the #1 overall pick. Just traded for the #2 pick in the draft. Traded away Trent Cole and Nate Washington to get the #2 pick from the Lions. All right, just traded for the #3 pick in the draft from the Cleveland Browns. Traded them Kerry Rhodes, Alexander, and a 4th-round pick in this draft for their 1st-round pick, #3 overall, and their 7th-round pick this year. All right, just traded for the #4 pick overall. Traded away Randy McMichael, Josh Sewell, a 3rd-round pick this year for the #4 pick overall, and a 5th-round pick next year from the Steelers. All right, it took a lot of finagling to get the #5 pick in the draft. The Falcons had it. I ended up having to trade away Wes Welker and Reggie Bush for the #5 pick and get their 6th-round pick in the following year. I only did that because I'm going to take Adrian Peterson, so I don't need Reggie Bush. And I'm also going to take Calvin Johnson, so I didn't need Wes Welker. And the other side of that is that there is another wide receiver that I'm going to be looking at getting in this draft, probably in later rounds. I don't know if I can do anymore. I'm going to try to get pick 6, but I might be stuck and I might be done just because I don't have a lot of depth left of anyone else to trade. All right, so I was able to get the #6 pick because I am going to be taking an offensive lineman with one of these. So I trade away Shane Olivier in my 2nd-round pick and got the #6 pick in the draft from the Carolina Panthers. That will be the last trade I do. There's no way I could trade away anybody else. But that does give me 6 picks right off the bat in the next draft to get some solid players to add to this team. Now that we did all that trading, we're going to look at signing some free agents, see if there's anybody worth grabbing. Ty Law, who was with the Patriots, is available. I mean, he's a great player, but he's in the similar boat as Patrick Surtain. They want way too much money for their age. Which, in all honesty, from a real NFL perspective, they're not that old. But it's the way that Madden works. You start regressing after 28 years old. So they're not as valuable for me. Like, yeah, they still have high overalls, but they're just going to regress more and more each year. So to spend 16 million on them when I have 6 first-round picks now, I got to sign, or 7 first-round picks. 'Cause I still have my own first-round pick. That's just too much. Lance Briggs is an interesting prospect, though. May have to look into that. But stay tuned. You guys got 2 days to wait. We will be jumping into the 2007 draft. But exciting way to end this of like so many trades, so much stuff going on. But yeah, I'm really excited for the next video in this next episode. So stay tuned for that. Hope you guys are doing well this week. And I will see you on the flip side.